At long last, we are back, all of our friends. It is me, Michael,
Brad,
and today we are going to be talking about Child's Play and all of the movies that fall underneath the Chucky umbrella.
it's been 6 weeks basically. Time you see this, it will have been, and there have been some bumps in the road. I even fucking teased this a couple weeks ago. We were doing it, but you know what? Shit happens, man. Real life be fucking up.
But instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to pretend that we really researched this whole series. We've been watching it for 6 weeks straight, just dying to fucking talk
Dissecting
about
it. I watched Child's Play 2 at 1/100th speed last night.
We're not going to do it for you guys because we've already done it for each other. But like, we can like say the credits perfect to each movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Break them off a bit.
Brad Dourif.
He's in it. He's in it. You know, that's enough. He fucking... Ooh.
That's a little taste for you.
That's a taste. That's a taste. Jennifer Tilly. Get out of here.
Yeah. So, we're so fucking smooth. It's like not a day has passed. We're going to be talking about the series that's coming out, and you know, maybe you tuned in because you thought we had a few like breaking news things to talk. No, we don't know, but we're going to talk about what should motherfucking happen and what we would like to see.
That's why you come here, right?
You want news? Go to Bloody Disgusting. Like, we're here to fucking be retarded.
No. So which one is your favorite? I mean, I just did a ranking video, but what is your rank of the Child's Play series?
And that's one franchise where I bounce. But I mean, it's pretty standard. I bounce between 2 and Bride.
Yeah.
Because Bride, he looks so good, and like, how do you not get hyped with all those Easter eggs followed by Living Dead Girl, like with her ass walking away in the night, like that fucking, I get going on that. But fucking 2 is so much fun.
Yeah.
And I really like the Kyle Andy relationship.
I would say 2 is like as horror as it ever got. Like, that is a straight up horror movie. Whereas like Child's Play 1, it feels like a big mystery is going on.
Yeah, for half of it, like it's very much that.
But then Child's Play 2, they keep the kills coming. They keep it like scary. They keep it going.
And Chucky's in his swing. He's, you know, starting to make the jokes, cracking the jokes.
No. I think that there's never been a movie where he looks better either. There's just something about that doll in Child's Play 2 that's just fucking dope.
Well, and he also goes through a lot of shit. Like, if you wanted to collect an action figure every different way he looks, which goddamn my life, I kind of do. You got regular Chucky, you got bloody nose Chucky, you got, of course, default good guy doll Chucky, you got knife hand Chucky, you got knife hand Chucky with fucking no legs, and then melty ass Chucky, and there's a bunch.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this franchise in general. Even though they don't do it as much now, I love that we can see this character be so versatile. You can see him with a cut face. You can see him with a knife hand.
I bought 5 Ultimate Chuckies, and I was able to replicate several different movies. I was able to get 1, 2, and 3, the default good guy, and Curse of Chucky out of it. Like, and they're all distinct looking figures. I got the knife hand on one. You know, yeah, there is a iconic look from each movie where you just know what movie it fucking is.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if there was ever like a blind test where you just got a screenshot of it, yeah, you could fucking totally tell.
Definitely.
No. Going back to Bride of Chucky, like, yeah, there's something about that intro. Jennifer Tilly just looks so fucking cool. Even though she like slashes some dude's throat, you're just like, that's my dream woman.
That's the point. That's the point, honestly. That's hot.
Yeah.
She's a down-ass chick.
She is a down-ass chick.
She went and found his fucking broken ass, did a murder, brought him back. Like, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, most guys, like, they get annoyed if they have to go pick up tampons at Walmart for a chick. Like,
she's like, no, I'll fucking puzzle piece you together and bring you back to life.
Yep.
Is that clingy?
A little bit, especially in light of the fact that we kind of know that she wasn't really his main squeeze. She was just like the side piece that was infatuated with him.
Well, she was a side piece.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Which is sad. I don't like that we did Tilly like that.
Honestly. I know, but then now he's stuck with her doll ass motherfucker.
Yeah, there's not going to be another fucking thing. I hate that there's like people who want to see Chucky and Annabelle together. Because number one, she's fugly as fuck. Why would anyone ever want to fuck Annabelle? And Chucky's our boy. I don't want him dating that.
The problem with that shit is that Annabelle is not a fucking doll that comes to life. It's a
Yeah.
fucking haunted doll.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be like fucking a vegetable, which you could just become an orderly if you want that in your life.
How often do you think Chucky is cheating on Tiffany now that he's able to get out of? He can go into any body that he wants now, so potentially he can fuck anyone that he wants.
He's not very good at it though, is he? Like, he's been getting a lot of dolls, but his ass don't. It depends. Is the series going to pick up with him and Nika's body? Because probably not too many. I don't imagine Chucky wanted to get dicked down too bad.
But he can go into like a dude. Like we've seen him for sure go into Alice. Well, we didn't see that, but we know that happened. And we saw him go into fucking Nika. So potentially he can go inside of me and like fuck Sky or
while
something.
Still keeping Nika possessed by a fraction of his soul, right?
Yeah.
I want the show to explore what the diminishing returns on that are.
Wait, well, have we seen that? I don't think we have.
We don't know. Like, how far can he stretch his soul out? Like, if he goes to 100 dolls, does he lose some of the power over that? Like, does he have a limit?
I don't know. Because it seems like
it's almost like you have to give him one because otherwise he would be an epidemic.
Yeah. Well, that's good though. That would be good for Chucky if he's able to split his soul.
Changes him into like an Omega level threat. He just takes over everyone in New York at the same time. And then just marches across the United States.
I do love the idea of the more that he splits his soul, the weaker that he is. Because then someone can tell him that, and then that's how they do it.
There have to be some limits.
It seems like the show is going to go in the direction of like multiple Chucky storylines. Like I know that from the synopsis that we got, it's one Chucky in this one like small town.
Right.
But I imagine that we're also going to go and see what's going on with Nika Chucky. We're going to see what's going on with Kyle and Chucky's
right. And maybe every episode is a different fucking case. Because I wouldn't mind seeing it like Andy and Kyle are like fucking supernatural.
Yeah.
And they have to keep
They're
going
hunting
town
the
to town
yeah.
every time there's something pops up. And man, it leaves for so much shit. Like,
it does.
We can really catch up on characters and dispose of them if we want to by just having, like Tyler. We haven't heard anything from the little kid from part 2.
Well, he's not coming back though. They might recast him.
Well, right. I'm just saying, get a black guy. Like child actors very rarely grow up to be
the same person.
Yeah. So I either the two from Bride of Chucky,
Jesse and Jade.
yes, or Tyler. I think the show should open up with them opening a box and getting murked by Chucky, like whoever they don't really want to deal with.
Then I would say it should definitely be Tyler. Like, let's just fucking cut.
Why not? I'm not fond of him.
Yeah, I didn't care for him at all.
So if it opens up and there's just some dude who fucking works at the post office, he opens his mail and Chucky comes out and just fucking wrecks him, and then you see like Andy Barclay and Kyle show up like 2 days too late to like ask for questions.
So good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like to think that that's what the show is going to be, because they wouldn't bring up completion anxiety without us going in that direction of him starting to take on everyone that's kind of dripped through the cracks.
Oh yeah, it's like I forgot about his completion anxiety, even though it's like obviously omnipresent. I just wasn't really thinking of it in that regard. But yeah, he's got a lot of unfinished business, and if he's got a tick where he needs to take care of it, then I want to see it. I want to see fucking Andy's mom, that negligent whore.
Dude, for
I
real.
want to see her living her best fucking life.
And then boom, he's
know?
back.
Fucking give up your kid, you little bitch.
Did she give him up?
Yeah, he was in the foster care.
Oh, but that was because she was also in a psychiatric ward.
Was she?
Yeah, because she backed up Andy. And then they were like, well, look, bitch, you're an unfit mother.
Oh,
and they separated.
I thought she got rid of him for whatever reason. Why did I think so darkly? Well, then
so you watched the end of Curse of Chucky, and you were like, they've really repaired their relationship. Wow.
He's at what?
He's at the end of Curse.
Who is?
Andy.
But his mom isn't?
Well, he's talking to her on the phone.
Is he?
Yeah. So I'm imagining you watching that scene, and you're just like, wow, they've really gotten through the hump.
You just destroyed the illusion that we've spent 6 weeks watching Chucky. Thanks a lot, Michael.
Oh, sorry, man.
No, I did not pick up on that. I still thought she was an absentee-ass mom. Well, then that kills what I was going to say, where they should just have him show up at her mental hospital. But okay,
That would be a fucking great way to kill him, though. If they like to kill her off, if she was a shitty mom this whole time, and it's like the same way that at the end of Cult, Chucky was like, "This one's for Nika," it's like this one's for Andy.
I fully admit I've seen Curse one time. I did like it a lot, but I just haven't revisited it since I purchased it.
Right.
So I don't remember that. I remember a lot about it. I mean, I remember where we left off and a lot of stuff, but I do not remember him talking to his fucking mother.
I mean, it was the after credit scene and shit. So like, it wasn't even in the actual movie. Like, if you go and watch it on Netflix, it's not there.
Oh, okay.
No.
I've seen the credit scene where Kyle, the important one where Kyle shows up to
Yeah.
which I kind of would like to see Kyle and Severed Head. I want to see her wear his head like Kratos fucking wears that dude's head, and like with a shot.
If ever there was a character to do it, it would be Kyle.
Yeah, that'd be cool to consistently have a Chucky with them.
Yeah, dude, that would be fucking cool.
Unless he could telepathically come. I don't think they've introduced that.
I don't think he can. Either.
Okay,
but somehow, all right. So going through the timeline. So if at the end of Curse of Chucky, before he's sent to Andy, the whole thing with Alice had happened 3 months before.
Okay.
So that's during the time that he learned to do the soul split thing. So he is aware of it, but I don't think he's aware of what they are doing at all. Because ever since he got sent to Andy's, he's just been stuck with Andy. He's like Andy's prisoner now.
So the one that's Andy's prisoner isn't Chucky Prime.
What do you mean?
Like, there's got to be one that's Chucky Prime.
That's Chucky Prime, for sure.
Is it?
Has to be. Chucky wouldn't send him. He wouldn't send a lackey to kill Andy. The blood runs too deep between the two. He would want to do that himself.
So we're saying Chucky Prime is a fucking is a quadriplegic motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we've seen. It's like you just said, man. Like we've seen.
Well,
him
so
in
you're telling me
many...
a lackey is the one that's finally successfully done anything and got Nika? I think I feel like the one in Nika is Chucky Prime. I also kind of just assumed that they all knew what was going on because they're all shards of him. But I think the show's gonna really need to stop fucking just Voodoo for Dummies 3 and give us some information.
Yeah, what's real? So I love Cult of Chucky. It turned out to be 3 on my ranking just because I fucking enjoy it so much.
That's great. Seeing all the Chuckies.
But that is the one thing that I'm really upset about, is the fact that they wrote off such a good way to explain this soul split thing by just saying it was Voodoo for Dummies.
Right.
You're right. We can't continue to do
it. Was a funny joke that played once, and then I think this was more Voodoo for Dummies or something that. But yeah, we're gonna need some information on that. We're gonna need some rules, because if you're gonna go pandemonium with multiple Chuckies, then we definitely need to know.
No.
But I'm infinitely more excited about this than I am the other franchise. I enjoyed it for what it is. Yeah, I enjoy it for what it is, but this is what I want. I'm dying for it.
Yeah, no, Sam. I'm wondering if it'll still be out this year, just because it only just got greenlit and shit. So I'm hoping that we will get more of it and get it this year, but we'll see.
It's possible. Most television shows film within a period. I mean, I'm thinking best we get it October, November, December.
But it's such a short period of time, especially because of puppeteering and shit. When you watch those behind the scenes, it's involved.
Well, hopefully it takes as long as it takes and they don't rush anything out.
I mean, I believe in Don Mancini. I think he can write a fucking awesome show, and he's been doing really awesome in television anyway. Plus, it's the first time in this entire franchise that he's going to be working with other writers in the room.
True.
So it's not just going to be his vision.
And that's the first time. But he is also responsible for Seed of Chucky, so his quality may vary.
But I mean, I feel like we need to stop. Especially with Seed of Chucky. The guy tried one thing and they fucking threw him under the bus.
I know.
He brought it right back and it's good and nice again.
I actually want to see the Glens.
Yeah, no, me too. They're supposed to be in the TV show.
You can't just leave that hanging. Whether we have to admit it exists, every franchise has a movie that's panned, even by its most beloved fans. And you know what? Glenda could be cool. She's human now.
Fuck yeah, she is. I would fucking dig it.
And Glenn is human.
I like the idea of them being older by this point, too.
Right.
I don't want to see them as kids. I want to see them as fucking early 20s dealing with what the fuck is going on.
Well, Chucky has never had a problem in keeping the movie's current timeline. They even jumped way ahead with part 3.
No. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'd like to see that. I also like the idea of Glenn. Like, we all think that, Tiffany is the one sending Chucky all these places and shit. But it would be cool if Tiffany is only helping him with his completion anxiety, but Glenda is sending him to, like, other places.
Right.
Like, she's the real one. Because last that we knew about Tiffany, sure, we got a glimpse of her in the doll and shit in the end of Cult, but what we really know about her, she was trying to get out the game. She's fucking over shit. She doesn't want to kill anymore.
No, Glenn doesn't want to kill anymore because they're 2 separate entities now.
No, I'm talking about Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany.
Yeah, because that was her whole thing in Seed.
I think Tiffany needs to get put back in a doll.
Yeah, well, she is now. There's one. For sure, like, we know that.
There is?
Yeah, at the end of Cult, you see Tiffany in the car, and she's in the doll.
Was it alive?
Yeah. She's, like, laughing. It's right after Nika and Tiffany make out. And they sit in the car. She fixes the fucking, like, the mirror. And you see a Tiffany doll in the background. She's, like, laughing.
I appreciate that you guys watch this, even though I clearly fucking don't know what I'm talking about at any goddamn given time.
That's all right. I know enough about this series to get us through the hump.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being honest. Chucky's probably my number 6.
Ah, see, number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, my Chucky is like your Jason.
Right. But I hold all of these guys, like, in my hand.
Yeah, they're all my friends.
Yeah. Chucky's one that I more came around, like, as time went on. It wasn't up there first. Like, I remember oh god, so embarrassing. I remember watching Bride of Chucky with this chick I was trying to date when I was 19 or whatever, and we watched that movie and we didn't like it, and then I made a move and it was so awkward. And I got slapped down. I mean, later I ended up fucking her and she lost her virginity to her.
Good job.
But that didn't mean there wasn't several months of like, I'm fucking idiot! Just channeling fucking porno movie. What is it? What's the one? Dirk Diggler?
Dirk Diggler? What?
Dirk Diggler. Boogie Nights.
No. I'm glad you got in that hole, brother.
I did.
Good job.
I did. Shout out to Leslie.
What up, girl?
Yeah, she got kids and shit now. I'm not interested.
You got in there first, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good. You always want to be the first.
She was my first. I don't know how many hot dogs were thrown down that.
I fucked a girl, and I know that I was her first, 100%. But then she fucked another guy who was in another band who was slightly more attractive, and then she told everyone that he was her first. But, like, I definitely got in there a year before.
Did you make her hang into a necklace or something?
No, but I should have. I should have fucking taken pictures or something.
I've never dethorned anyone. I don't know. I'm glad. That's a lot of pressure.
She's my only one. That's why I'm fucking pissed about it now.
Fair.
No. What would you say is not your favorite of the series, but not your favorite, but like not your least favorite either?
Well, because the easy answer for the least favorite, Seed. So
yeah,
we can
exactly.
ignore that. I guess 3.
Yeah.
I guess 3 would be the one I'd be least apt to want to watch if we weren't talking. If we didn't put Seed in there because I don't know. Like 1 and 2 are so fucking classic, and the Cult and Curse were both so good, and everybody loves Bride. Like, but 3 is just it happened. I'm okay. I'm glad I have a half-faced Chucky.
If nothing else happened, if it died with 3, I would love 3. But we got so much more. And then, like, movies like Bride of Chucky and shit, like, it knocks it out of the park. So 3 feels underwhelming, for sure. Which is sad.
You know what I think would make me like Seed of Chucky more?
What?
Like recently I found out that Quentin Tarantino was offered the role that Redman had. Something didn't sit right with me with Redman. It's not like some overarching racist shit. It's just, I feel like, why would you go to Redman to be a movie star?
No.
Right? Like he's a rapper, a great one, and he did what, How High? Like why would, he's doing some kind of weird religious thing, right?
I have no. Oh, in the movie itself.
Making?
Yeah. He's doing the story of the Virgin Mary.
Right. Like, and it's like, no, it was so much cooler if it was fucking Tarantino being Tarantino.
If you watch those scenes and you read that dialogue, it definitely seems like if it was Tarantino, it would have played better.
I think so, and I think he would have got the ability to ad-lib a little bit. And I don't know. I gotta watch it again. I haven't watched it since I found that out, and I'd like to.
It's a rough watch, man. Like last time I watched it was for when I reviewed it, and it was not fun.
Why is it so bad? And I think it's like I think 100% it's Glenda.
Nah, I don't hate Glenn, even though like he's not my
I
favorite
don't hate him
character.
either, but he is the one that gives me the most negative because like when he's whining and shit, I
Sure.
get annoyed.
You're pissing your pants. It's I don't know. When I think about that movie, the things that just rub me the wrong way, I hate the soundtrack. They have these like hyper pop music songs in there that just it doesn't hit me well. I hate that it was filmed in Romania, so like we have an almost all fucking like accenty cast. I don't know the fucking word, Romanians, whatever. But yeah, like everybody has an accent. It's set in Hollywood, so like there's all these things that disconnect it so far from the Child's Play universe that it's like, why the fuck would I ever like this?
I think for me the biggest thing is some of the humor, like the Made in China and now the Kung Fu Fighter. Like that's just
Easy.
too stupid.
No, no. It's unfortunate, but
But I enjoy the parts where like Chucky's trying to teach him how to kill. Like I don't hate the idea of Chucky having a kid
yeah, me either.
at all.
And I think that's why so many of us are still okay with Glenn and Glenda coming back. We just want them re-imaged. Like we don't want that again.
You can do anything you want with them because it's been what 15 years or
Yeah.
something.
No,
It's fine.
no. Let's see, did we leave any movies out? We spoke about 3 briefly, but just to go back to it, like that's another movie that like I don't know why I put it so low on my list because really
It's only because the other ones are so good.
yeah, that's
Like,
it.
That's it.
That's
There's
it.
nothing wrong with 3.
Because like the army setting, while yeah, it's a little whatever. It's not my favorite of the settings.
It's unique.
It's still cool. Yeah, it's still unique.
We're not talking about Red Dawn. Like what other movie we got that's like that, especially in the horror fucking genre.
You know what would make for a fucking
War
killer?
games, I know. Fuck you.
You know what would make for a fucking killer setting in a horror movie is like with using the army. If it was fucking Freddy Krueger instead. If Freddy Krueger just had a fucking fleet of like soldiers that he was fucking up in their sleep,
Yeah, because they also go to bed like at the same time and shit.
Yeah,
Like and they're all in the same room. So.
and then there's like this B storyline of like this war that they're fighting, but like Freddy is also there, and we love bringing Freddy out of the fucking fake world and into the real world. So like, that would be fucking great.
I like it.
Thank you.
I fucking like it. And because now we got gender equality in the military, like you don't have to like make it just a fucking dick
Like
and
dude
balls
fest.
show. Yeah,
No.
I like it. Fuck. We'll be talking about Freddy on our next episode.
Yeah, well,
You might notice we're wearing the same fucking clothes because we're gonna film it next.
what up?
Yeah, and I think 3's got okay kills. And it's interesting to see Andy not be the victim, but like have to like try to still help, and it's fine.
No. No. How long do you think Andy has now? You think he'll make it out of the TV show?
I would hate to see Alex Vincent not part of it.
Dude, so would I. I don't feel that way about any other franchise.
I think we have to make him and Kyle like the main characters. Like, we really do.
I mean, you said it. Like to see them take on like a supernatural role in the TV show would be so cool.
Yeah, can you imagine them like at a hotel and they're like fucking looking through, well, what? Nobody looks through newspapers, but they're like fucking like pulling up articles and shit, and, like driving
Because
around.
they're badass now.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're the only 2 people who have survived this like apocalypse almost.
Yeah, and then you can recruit Jesse and Jane, but they are a little more expendable, and we're not going to care that much if they fucking.
Dude, I can see Jesse, specifically that actor who played him. God, what's his name? Whatever, fuck him. But I can imagine him.
And Jason Ritter?
Nah, is that Jason Ritter?
No, John Ritter's in the movie. I think I made that up. It's not Jason Ritter. No.
Well, the actor who played Jesse, I can definitely see him showing up in this TV show.
I can't see Katherine Heigl because nobody fucking likes her.
Yeah, no, they've said so many fucked up things about her in interviews for her to ever associate herself.
Yeah, but she's also the kind. I hate an actor that does a movie and then turns around and like talks shit about it. Like,
she does that a lot. She did that with Knocked Up too.
exactly.
Oh.
If you're in my movie, like you accepted it, like
I love it.
or just don't be shitty about it. Like
Yeah.
don't denounce it. Like fuck you.
No, I agree. I agree. I like to think that we will get Jesse back, but I think him and Jade would have had a divorce. I just don't see
They
that.
could barely get through that movie at all.
Yeah,
Like, accusing each other of
no.
murder every 5 seconds.
There's no way they worked through
No.
that.
But I still, because of completionist syndrome, would like to see her stupid fucking corpse.
Correct. I would like to see Jade die. Let's kill her. Let's kill Tyler.
Well, we need some ethnicity. So if Tyler grew up to be like a cool ass black dude, like that'd be dope. I don't know why I'm making the race out of it, but it's because I'm trying to think of casting and shit. Like,
I remember a while back, like a year ago or so, there was a picture posted with Jennifer Tilly. She was in a room with the same woman who played the Silva from Part 3. So like, there's kind of like rumors floating around online that the Silva will also make a comeback in the series,
yeah.
which is nice because Andy's a little hard in love. It'd be nice for him to get a girlfriend.
Yeah, no shit. Isn't there a scene in Cult where he goes on a date? That's
Yes.
bullshit.
Yes, it's the fucking opening scene.
Okay,
He's like, you Googled me. Fucking great.
that's rough.
That is rough.
But you know what? It's $200 to change your name to Andy fucking Arclight.
Yeah. I guess so. Why are you living with this, man? Yeah. But no, I think the Silva will come back. Fucking, so that means that there will be ties to Part 3. We're gonna acknowledge that. And we already acknowledged Part 3 with our Andy, because in Cult there's the Kent military fucking sweater that he keeps Chucky behind.
Yeah, there's a lot. Goddamn, that movie was cool. But I'd love to see the fucking severed head Chucky like tagging along.
Dude, I was just gonna bring that up. It's such a good idea. It's such a good idea.
You know, like provided there's no mental connection, then like they can fucking reason with him. Like, what would you do?
Right,
like,
right.
And he's like, "Fuck you! I'm not gonna tell you." They're like, "We'll let you hit this joint." We'll,
Right, right.
Fuck.
Like that anti-hero that tags along with the
Yeah.
heroes. I love that.
And that way you get a lot of Chucky personality while still keeping the murder Chucky
Yeah.
like scary and like high hidden a lot.
But I wouldn't want to see Chucky, like our Chucky head, ever side with the good guys.
No, at any opportunity he gets, he has to try to fuck them
Yeah,
over.
exactly.
Like
there can never be him like fucking bites down to save Andy. Or
no,
something.
but you get a little bit of Stockholm syndrome going on, which you already kind of get in Cold. Like there's a few moments where they're like there where you're like, oh, and then Andy tortures them more. Like,
dude, I would love. I've said it so many times, but like I don't care. I'll say it again. Like I'm dying for a full movie of just Andy and the severed head in that cabin. I just want to see like a buddy film.
it wouldn't be bad, but I don't see anyone else ever having faith in it. But I would love to see. Well, we can get it in this because like there could be like a time where Kyle's doing something and then Andy's driving around with that head on the fucking passenger seat, like this.
You ever thought about fucking Kyle? He's like, no, man, she's like my sister. She's not ugly.
I'm gonna fucking feel really bad now if like they just hire new characters and make Andy and Cant tertiary.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like if the show focuses on like different characters.
Oh, and they're barely in it. They can't do it.
They gotta be the main. Like, give it to them.
Come on, it's what we want as
Alex
fans.
Vincent and Christina Elise have it coming. They've been cool. They've paid their dues doing the circuits and everything.
They've let everybody else fucking come in and like build a new world.
They deserve a fucking steady paycheck.
They do.
I want it.
They do. I do fear that they won't be in it as much as maybe you and me want them to be, just because based off that synopsis, it talks about a family that gets a doll and this doll shakes up everything in the town. It doesn't really talk about how much involvement they're in.
So they might not even show up to like episode 4
or 5 or some shit.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Which like, I don't want that. We already have so much built up. Like, why are you throwing more on our plate, you know? Because I want to know what's going on with fucking Nika. I care the least about that storyline, admittedly, but I do want to know what's going on.
Well, yeah, she's like possessed by Chucky. That begs to like be resolved.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There's no way that we can not get that.
And I don't think Chucky wants to be in her body forever. Ideally, he wants to be an adult man, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So there you have it, everybody. Those are the things that we want to motherfucking see. Those are our thoughts on the Child's Play series.
What do you guys want to see in Child's Play going forward? Whatever you think, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we need to drive comments up. So like, just say some shit.
Say some shit. Say anything. You know, which one of us would you ban?
It's okay if it's Michael. We're both funny, and he's got a smaller waist.
Stop it. All right. Go on this one.